let's jump into the new ticket process. We know this football season getting ready to get kicked off, and we're less than a couple weeks away from our first game, which will be in Miami. Then we'll, as the season progresses, we'll get to our first home game. You guys just recently rolled out a new ticket process for those season ticket holders. I know there were a lot of questions. Now, if someone's buying their season tickets now, they're kind of being introduced to the new process and the new system that's in play right away. But for those that might have purchased season tickets, like myself, that might have those paper copy tickets that was mailed out to us, I know you kind of touched on the card. If you don't mind, if you could shed a little bit more light on that for us, our listeners, and maybe we can present that and provide a little bit more clarity for our JSU Tigers that are looking forward to this football season.
Absolutely, Ken, and thank you for that. What I would tell people, let me start with the old and work our way to the new.
Okay.
So if you purchase those tickets, we kind of ran from March to at some point like July, right? If you purchase those tickets and you receive paper tickets, I would urge you all to keep those, frame them, do what you will with them. But the only thing you cannot do with those is bring them to the stadium because they won't work. They won't be any good. They're with a completely different vendor, not the vendor that we have. But do not fear. All of your information have been captured and rolled over to our new system. So for those that purchase season tickets, you'll get a season ticket card. Right. And with the season ticket card on the back, it features, it has the schedule on there for those that always call us and say, when's the next home game? It has the schedule on it, QR code, seat location, and everything. So it's a really neat way. One, people can collect these every year. You can say, man, I've been a season ticket holder since. Bam, you can pop it out. But not only that, it makes it a lot more organized. You don't have to worry about fumbling tickets. One of the things that we saw in the past was once people got all their tickets, they may show up to the gate but brought the wrong ticket to the game. That type of deal. So this right here is a surefire way to make sure that not only do you have your face into place, but it's a really quick way. You don't have to fiddle and fumble with anything to get in. The other thing that I would say is that we have our parking online. So our single game day parking, if you're one of those people that ended up in the lines out there by the burger place and you were fumbling through money and cards trying to swipe to hurry up and get in or get to your tailgate, those days are no more. We urge you all to go onto our website and you can buy the parking now. I would also tell people that when you buy tickets from us, if they're like single game day tickets or single game day parking, go ahead and download that, put it in your Apple Wallet, your Google Wallet, or whatever. So when you get to the gate, all I see is this. All I'm looking for is that QR code, because if you get to the gate or what have you, and then now I gotta download it. Now I gotta wait to download it in PDF. We want you ready to roll when you get there, so I can get you from the security line to your seat as quickly as possible, because those student athletes on that field, they need to hear you and they need to feel you. So go ahead and download. If you already have it, go ahead and download it. I know some people will purchase, probably the day of or something along those lines. But the sooner you go ahead and download and have that QR code, you can even screenshot the QR code.
I was just going to ask you. Yeah.
You can screenshot. So for that person out there that I'm talking to right now that bought 50 tickets, and we're going to get those tickets to you. Now, if they're season tickets, which I hope they are, don't worry, you'll get 50 cards. But if you bought those single game day tickets and you got the email with all those tickets in there, go ahead and take your time and just send those individuals that are coming with you. Go ahead and send them their ticket. That way, you don't have to stand at the gate and wait for them or nothing. Right. You can just go ahead and progress along, and we'll make sure they get in. We'll see them for you and make sure, and we'll tell them that they're 2 drinks down, and go ahead and get out there and enjoy the game.
this is a great thing, because if I do have a ticket or somebody's going to use it and I want to download a QR code, I can send that to them and I don't have to waste that time. So that this is going to be now we know that we do have fans that may be technologically challenged. That's why I love the admonishment to be proactive and go ahead and, so we're going to have for all of our listeners that you know that follow this process thoroughly. You might have to help a few here and there, but the objective is don't wait till you get to the stadium when there's 50,000 people out there trying to get in and your signal's bad and everything. You know what I mean? Because that was one of the questions, Terrence, that came up. It was like, well, what happens if you don't have Wi-Fi? What happens if my phone dies? This was another question. What happens if my phone dies?
Oh, so not to worry about that, Ken. If your phone dies, with the app that we have that's connected to all our scanners and everything, we know every single person that's purchased the ticket, and their name is on a list in the scanner. So if you get up there and you just can't get it together, now I want to scan you so I can go ahead and move you forward. But if for whatever reason you're having some type of game day crisis, that's what I call it, a game day crisis.
Yeah.
You can give me your name. I can look it up. I can verify. Just make sure you. Now, the one thing I can't do for you is make sure you bring your ID, because just because you tell me your name is Terrence Jones doesn't mean that that's the actual case. So if I can't verify who you are, I can't let you in under someone else's ticket. So that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
So what about someone that may purchase multiple seats? So I'm assuming if you wanted to let someone use a seat ticket, you're not going to go to that game, but they can take that card with them. Would that be fine in this instance?
Yeah, it's a couple of ways you can do that. So you can share the card. You can allow them to use your card for that game if you stay in close proximity and you know that you'll get the card back. The other thing that you can do for that particular game is even though you purchased the season ticket card, the same QR code that's on your card is in your email. You can download that and you can share that with them.
Nice.
But the only thing that I'm telling people about that is, because your cousins, they like to fight sometimes, is that if you share your QR code one time, that person, you got to work something out with them where they're not going to use it again. Because if they come to another game and they beat you to the gate, guess what, Michael? Guess what it's going to tell me? It's going to tell me that Terrence Jones is here and he's ready to party. He's ready to rock the house with the boom. So unless you got those type of family members, but you know how that goes.